I've got a sewing machine motor attached to my board, number hole so I can adjust this belt. And you notice on the belt there's really no tension on that belt because the Norvise spins easily because it's got bearings in here. It's no problem. I've got a rheostat so I can adjust the spinning, but also because I have a sewing machine motor, I got a foot pedal underneath. So that was my first prototype, and it works pretty good. My second prototype, I've eliminated this rheostat, and I've added a foot pedal with a longer screw for me to adjust the speed. And I'm going to put a thread base on this hook. See if I can do this. So I start off with start the thread base, and you know with the Norvise you can easily spin the Norvise like this. You can spin it like this, but with the motor I can put my thread base on pretty nicely. I can speed it up a little bit. As you can see, I got my thread base on nice. Let me do it again. Why would you want to do something like this? Well, when I'm doing frogs, I got to put a thread base on before I put it in the foam with the super glue. So you have to have a thread base so the glue can grab onto the shank of the hook. Let's see if I can do it again and see if it comes out right. So I do about 24 at a time, but here I can easily this is my frog base. I got my hook inside there getting ready to glue. So I have to put this thread base on there. I found out that this was a simpler way of doing it. And I can speed it up. Like I said, I can speed it up. So as you can see, I got a good thread base on there. It was easy to do. I don't have to keep spinning with my fingers because I have that foot pedal with the sewing machine motor. So again, maybe you should do a jig. I have a hammerhead in there. For those of you who tie jigs, to automate the Norvise with a sewing machine motor is pretty nice because number one, your thread, as you see, let's see if I can, the thread can get in between the hook eye. So I can put a base, a little dam on there. Let me show you there. So you see I've covered the hook with a good thread base, and I'm going to tie my material on. But before I do that, I'm going to go back here. Oh, let me get it here. Let's see if you can see it. And if you see it, I got a little dam in the very back of that hook. right here I created a dam. Let's see if I can zoom in on it a little bit more. You can see that little dam. So when I put my materials on here, my hair jig and my marabou, and when I get it tied down, it's not going to slip past that little dam. So it's going to make your material really secure. And then once you do that, I can tie on my jig, and there's a collar. I can spin that collar on and get a nice collar. But there's some advantages of automating the Norvise with a sewing machine motor. I happen to have a number of Norvises, so I can have one motorized and not use it, and use it only when I need it. I'll use the standard vise without the sewing machine motor, probably 90% of the time. But when I need it, I have it. That's the big plus of having an extra Norvise, and you can do a little motor. You really don't need a rheostat. If you get used to the foot pedal, which has a rheostat in it, and I've added a screw on my prototype number 2 with a legacy vise that I'll use at the sow bug. With a longer screw. So, but I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching.